Hello, and today I've got affordable products that are lactic acid exfoliators that are better than the Sunday Riley Good Genes, which a lot of people use. A lot of people love it. A lot of people are looking for an alternative because this is a quite pricey product. 50 milliliters of this for $122, which means it's $2.44 per milliliter, which generally means you're using it spending about $3 each night you use it. So it is expensive. I will mention there are no real dupes for this product out there. First, I was going to make a dupes video until I realized there are no real dupes. However, I found other exfoliants that in my opinion are as good or better and much more affordable. Lactic acid is one of the most researched exfoliating ingredients and arguably one of the older ones. Apparently Cleopatra bathed in sour milk, which has lactic acid in it to get her smooth, soft skin. She also used lead eyeliner. So I don't necessarily know we want to take a lot from her, but it is interesting to note that even that long ago, lactic acid was a known exfoliant. It also has hydrating properties, can help firm up skin, and also in concentrations of 10% or higher, it's been known to help with fine lines and wrinkles. Good Genes apparently has a percentage of lactic acid around 5%, which in theory makes it a good one for sensitive skin, except for the fact that the pH of this one is so low. It generally increases the chance of irritation. The pH of this one is around 2.5. The pH for lactic acid, for it to work best, is between 3 and 4. So this one being so low makes your skin potentially sensitized to this. The other thing with Good Genes, the lactic acid version, is it contains lemongrass oil, which also increases the chances of sensitivity. And it also contains Arnica, which you see often in skincare products. Arnica used occasionally is fine, but Arnica used on a day-in, day-out basis increases the chances your skin can become sensitized to Arnica. So there's no dupe for it, but I have some good alternatives if you want to save some money and still have a good, effective exfoliating product with lactic acid. Okay, so first up, I'm going to guess, most of you can guess what I'm going to mention first. Can you guess what I'm going to mention first? If you watched yesterday's video, I'm sure you will, but that is the ordinary lactic acid, 10% plus hyaluronic acid. Minimal ingredient list, very affordable, fragrance-free, pH of 3.6, which is in the optimal range. It does need to be used with a good hydrating moisturizer afterwards because it is a minimal ingredient list. There's not a lot of skin soothing or hydrating ingredients in this one. So as long as you do it with a good moisturizer, it's a good bargain you can have in your routine and save yourself $112 a month or so. Next up, the ordinary lactic acid, 5% plus hyaluronic acid. This is great for sensitive skin, people that are newer to exfoliants. It also has a pH of 3.6, which is in the range. Fragrance-free, affordable, minimal ingredient list also, so use it with a good moisturizer. So this one's nice if you're newer to exfoliants or have very sensitive skin. You can start out. It's always better to start out slow than go right for the bang. Trust me, you will be happier. Don't go right to the highest thing you can find. I know that's what a lot of people do, and I used to be that way, but it's much better to slowly ease your way into it. So there we go. Okay, next up, another super affordable one. We've got the Inkey List Lactic Acid. This one is a 10% lactic acid serum. It's also fragrance-free. It also has a pH of around 3.6. Super affordable, simple serum. It's going to be very friendly for most skin types, especially normal or combo skin. It's a bargain. I do prefer the packaging of this one, even though it's kind of ugly because it's opaque. The ordinary, I recommend keeping in a cabinet. But this one's a good one, worth checking out. One of the best products, in my opinion, from the Inkey List. Okay, next up, we've got a K-Beauty brand, and that is Isn't Tree. This is their Clear Skin 8% AHA Essence. I will mention that they recently, in the last few months, changed the formula of this. They added in some good ingredients and added in one ingredient I didn't like. So let me go back to the formula of this one. It's 8% alpha-hydroxy acids, about 4% glycolic acid, 4% lactic acid. It's got a nice light water essence, very easy to pat onto skin, fits really easily into almost any routine. It also contains several skin-soothing ingredients, But when they reformulated it, the newer bottle has a yellower color to it, and they also added lavender extract, which for a lot of people is going to be just fine, but for those with very sensitive skin, it might become an issue. So I don't know why Isn't Tree... They added in some good things, several centella ingredients, but to add in the lavender, I don't know why they did it, but most people won't have an issue with it, but some people may, so it's important to point that one out. Okay, next up we've got this is one of my favorites, one of the first exfoliants I really got into using. This is the Paula's Choice 10% Advanced Smoothing Treatment. This one also contains glycolic and lactic acid. It is fragrance-free. It also contains a load of other beneficial ingredients. The pH of this one is 3.5, so it's well within that good optimal range. This one seems to work well for a lot of people. If there's one place where the Paula's Choice brand shines, it is their exfoliants. They do an amazing job with them, and there's really no other brand with quite as an impressive array of exfoliants as Paula's Choice. So hopefully Unilever doesn't mess it up. I'm hoping. We'll see. Okay, next up we've got the most affordable one on the entire list. This is the Good Molecules Overnight Exfoliating Treatment. It is $6 a bottle, 1 ounce for $6. So for $122 and the Good Genes, divide by 6, you can buy 20 of these. That's crazy. So you could have like 2 years worth of exfoliants for 1 month or 2 months of the Good Genes. So this one is also a combination of glycolic, lactic, and salicylic acid. The pH is 3.5. It is fragrance-free, pretty friendly for most skin types. And if you're looking for something that brightens your skin, firms it up, this one is a great one we're checking out, and bargain of the year price. Okay, next up we've got haven't talked about this one in a while, the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow AHA Resurfacing Night Serum. Really loved it when it first came out. This one is lactic acid, glycolic acid, honey, propolis, really great for dry skin. pH of this one is 3.53, well in that range. Does contain a slight fragrance from citrus extracts, not citrus oil, citrus extracts. Citrus extracts are much less irritating than citrus oil, but still can be irritating. It's probably one of the more pricey ones on the list, but it is still a good one worth checking out. Okay. And last but not least, and then I've got a few that I don't recommend using. And last but not least, we've got the Geek and Gorgeous Smooth Out 12% Alpha-Hydroxy and Cactus Liquid. This one is a combination of glycolic and lactic acid, 10% glycolic, 2% lactic acid. Simple formula. It's going to work well for many and most skin types. It is fragrance-free. The pH of this one is 3.5, which is well within the range. And really love this brand, so they're worth definitely giving it a try. And there's a few that get mentioned a lot of the time in the same sentence with the Sunday Riley Good Genes, and these I don't recommend personally. It's the Biologic Recharge P50, which a lot of people love, which is fine, but if you have skin that's on the sensitive side, and it's also pricey, I just don't recommend it generally, because I think there's a greater chance your skin can be irritated by it than not. The other one is the Tarte Knockout Treatment Toner and the Tarte Knockout Treatment Serum. I've tried both. I don't recommend those because they both contain too much fragrance and citrus oils in the form of grapefruit peel oil, so I just don't recommend them. And then the last one I don't recommend is the Freck Cactus Water Lactic Acid Toner, which I've tried everything from Freck Beauty. I debated whether or not to review it when they're a super tiny brand. I just never had the chance to do it, but now that they're being sold at a lot of places, I feel like I can come forth and say that I just don't recommend it. Most of their products contain too much fragrance. It seems to work well for some people, but not so much for others, so I don't recommend using that one as an alternative either. In my opinion, you can't go wrong with any of these. My favorites would be the ones from The Ordinary, The Inky List, Paula's Choice, and Good Molecules, and Geek and Gorgeous. Those would be my favorites. If you're looking just for lactic acid, then these three are going to be your besties. So there's not a lot of real alternatives, and there's no dupe yet. I'm surprised no one has made a total dupe of it. Maybe they will after this video, or maybe Sunday Riley is just not as popular as it used to be. It's probably their best-selling product, so I don't know. Anyway, so if you have a good alternative to the Good Genes, or if you're a Good Genes lover or a Good Genes hater, leave a comment. I know a lot of people love it, and if it works for you and you don't have a problem with the price, there's nothing wrong with that. just trying to save you a little bit of money. Maybe stash it away or spend it on your pets or something. I don't know. So anyway, those are my alternatives. I'm interested in hearing from you, so leave a comment, and I will see you guys more tomorrow. Oh, and I want to mention my podcast, which I'm just getting started, so be sure to check that out. More to come on that soon. So thanks so much.